Hi everyone, and welcome back to Azure Dreams. Alright then, so I've done a few things around town. Jordan suggested the bowling alley, we've got the second house. What else? We've also talked to a few people about upgrading a few other things. But anyway, it's time for the tower run. I've actually got two bitter fruits with me now. I've got the one that Ruth gave me through this journey, and then the one from the previous journey, which I went in just to upgrade my acid rain ball and use a red sand on my gold sword. But I messed up and forgot to equip the gold sword before using the red sand. So there's me being a bit of an idiot there. But still, with the diamond shield and the gold sword, it means we can... well, first of all, Cuny can come out. It always is at this bit here. Why does it do this? Why does it take so long to load? Very strange. Anyway, give the bitter fruit. And then set you back. And equip my stuff. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to use that bitter fruit to actually recover his MP, probably. Yeah, it's very nice to kill a troll first, so you get the 16 experience. I do think noises have an ability. I'm not sure what they are because they're not very strong noises. Noises are strange because, I mean, Pulumpa is, strictly speaking, the weakest monster in the game, but noises, you can't see them. After your first visit, you can't actually see any past the first floor. So I'm actually playing this, like this current recording session. I'm actually playing this rather early. It's like rather early on in the day, and it's giving me memories of back in 2000 when one time when I woke up early and I started playing this game. Oh, an egg on floor 1. Oh, all right then. Well, let's go and hold on. There's still an area I've not been to yet. At least one. Yes, don't forget the first floor. The first floor is always one of a few variants. It's why it looks so much more uniform than the rest of it. There's also this bit down here as well that I've not been to. Oh, look at that! There's quite a little gang of them there. Look at them all hanging around. Ah, that's an interesting item we've got here. So, this is a troll sword. Doesn't look like a sword really. Well, I mean it kind of is. But it's a weapon for a troll. If you can get a troll, which I might. It's a weapon for them. You usually start with that sort of mace looking thing. I think it's called a hammer. I think the game calls it a hammer. Like how the sword looks like an axe. But there is another weapon that they'll have, which we'll see later on. Oh. I'm just looking at this, I'm like, where's... Ah, it's just that tile there. So again, it looks like there's a path there. But no, there isn't. Alright. Let's get to... Oh, reversal. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Anything want to come my way? Alright, I'll come down this way then. Okay, the earthquake is starting. So I'll tell you what because this game was very much, for me it was very much of the year 2000. That's where my memories of it lie. 2000 was the year, well, it was the year I started secondary school, but secondary school was actually the second half of the year, so that was... Alright, let's just advance to plot 2. See, secondary school, I was shown Final Fantasy VIII early that year, around March, and then I got Final Fantasy VIII for my birthday in September of that year, so that was when secondary school started. So Azure Dreams for me is very much of the final year of primary school. Anyway, there's no fight with Kosh here because we've got a cutscene. What type of enemy in this dungeon drops money? And a gold coin at this point anyway. Gosh, just shut up. Selfie. Yeah, talk to her regularly. Oh, that would get him mad. Yeah, I pass your house all the time. I know you don't see me because you're never there. Anti-chaos. Oh, a vital sword. I'm going to pick that up. Probably not going to use it. So a vital sword has a particular property to it. Prevents opponents from multiplying, which only applies to one enemy. It's basically for the one wavers. If you attack with it, they can't split up, which doesn't really matter anyway because the ones that do spawn from them are really weak anyway. So it's not really a concern. I'm curious about the egg I got. I think it's probably a Plumper. Could be a troll, but it might be a noise. Being attacked with multiple fronts here. It's alright though. I have a diamond shield. Bloody flame, using sled. I'm right in front of you, there's no point of using sled. I mean, it does do 3 damage rather than 1, but even still. Okay, let's just advance. I'm gonna be on myself to space, aren't I? I've got 5 more slots. You know, when people think about like HD remasters and all that, and they think about, oh wow, they could do this and all that. Like they could upgrade the graphics in this particular way. I think a big thing for this would be, I think the problem is with this game, I think they'll probably ruin a lot of the atmosphere. I think they'll probably like remaster the soundtrack, and which, I mean, it's very rare that I actually like it when they do that. But I hope they keep like this menu looking the same. I just hope that, say for the item menu here, they'd have all 20 slots like available on the screen at once. Just stuff like that, I guess. I mean, it's not going to happen. Let's not kid ourselves. You think Konami going to release Azure Dreams HD? Come on now. Oh. Yeah, the 8 experience from these trolls isn't really helping much at this point. I mean, it's better than, I suppose, 1 from the Plumpers. Ah, hammer, yeah. So there's a hammer there. That's it. That's for a troll. Which, it's the weakest weapon. There's really no point, and they all come with a hammer anyway. If you get a troll, it's got a hammer. Oh. So the thing with slow traps is, it does look like you're just walking normally, but it just means that the enemies are going twice as fast. And if you've got a familiar, it means they'll be running fast as well. They'll be like running back and forth, trying to, just using up their turns as they're waiting for you to move. And this is... I'm not going to use that. A bit of fruit. I suppose what I could do... Okay, let's do this. I think this will work. You might think it's not a good... You might think it's a bad idea, but you know... My inventory's getting a bit full anyway. So, anti-chaos herb. Yeah, that recovers his MP to max. Bit of fruit. I could do that again, actually. You know what? Let's do that. I'm using up my items to do this. Alright then. Just slowly building up his max MP. Would be good if I could have another... If I could find some more familiars to rely upon. Because there's going to be some that I'm going to want to level up specifically. But I've not got any of them yet. I've only got, apart from my Cuny, I've only got Plumper and a Cyclone. Anyway, these are doing quite a bit more damage now. As you can see, my health is running pretty low, and it's taken a few hits to kill those. So I think Cuny's got to come out soon. Okay, Cuny, you come out. And I think Do I have you on AI 4? I think you're on AI 4. No, Cutie, go after the stronger one. Yeah, Core is getting a little bit weak relative to the enemies around here. I just need to find... I mean, what I really want to find is Sans. Preferably red and blue. I don't need to cut the curse scroll. I'm not going to be equipping anything. Yeah, it's nice that you do... can you just get a turn off? Turn off after you throw him. Oh. I guess my throw missed. Right, any more rooms around here? I don't think so. Let's move up. Yeah, so in the final year of primary school, my friend Matthew he was in the year above, so he'd gone to secondary school, and he'd gone to secondary school, so I wasn't seeing him at school anymore. But there was another friend that I had, and I was telling her all about it. I was like, oh, Azure dreams, Azure dreams. Anyway, I'm going to give the medicinal herb to him now. Increases max HP by 1. And she was like, oh, you're obsessed with Azure dreams. I'm like, yeah, 'cause it's so cool. But she was telling me like that she'd played Azure dreams, but she was talking about the Game Boy Color version, which as of time of recording, I've never played that before. I have to say as of time of recording, because sometimes when you do these things, it's like you sort of want this content to be evergreen, but at the same time, it's like, you know, sometimes relevant stories can become outdated. A holy bell is okay. Iron sword. By the way, you can throw like coins and swords at enemies to hurt them. Oh. Is there a wind crystal? A crack trap, that's what it's called. The one that goes down. It's why you want to make sure that you explore the floors. Because you want to get a wind crystal. You need to get a wind crystal to make sure you can get out and keep all your stuff. Which is becomes more and more important once you've built up a diamond shield and a gold sword. Aha, rust trap, I see. You fail again. Alright, we need to go back up this way. Oh. Oh. Yeah, see, when I first played this game, it took a while before I discovered, like, oh yeah, you need a wind crystal to keep your stuff. I just kept going in and dying, and the only thing that really changed was that Cuny was leveling up. And I also didn't understand the importance of getting a good weapon and shield, especially of the unrustable variety, which of course I wouldn't have known about at the time. I thought the game had a graphical glitch there. I was thinking, why there's a little thin green line on the screen? It was just part of the map. Right, anyway, I've not been yet. I don't think so. Is that decurse? Yeah. If my egg is of a plumper, I might just sell it. CCs is of no use. At least not when my only familiar is fire. There's me not looking at the map. When my only can't reach it anyway. When my only familiar is fire. My unbrainwashable fire CUNY. I'm probably gonna have people thinking like, what are you saying CUNY for? It's Cune. Well, maybe. Ah, see, if I hit it with a vital sword, it wouldn't split up and we wouldn't be taking all this 1 point of damage. I suppose the advantage of not having them split up is that your familiars won't be spending MP attacking them. Medicinal? I could maybe use that. For max HP growth purposes. In fact, I think I will. There's a hidden feature, that whole increase by max thing. How much space is in my inventory? Not much. Not much at all. Okay, this probably just leads over to the room over to the left there. I don't think there's going to be a room in the middle. Okay. I always have this thing with the camera where if I rotate the camera, I feel obliged to turn it back again. Because I feel like, oh no, I've messed up the orientation of the room, which, I mean, it's all RNG, so it doesn't matter anyway. Just a quirk, I suppose. Okay, that'll just lead back over there. Oh, bloody U-boats. Okay, come on, U-boats. Do your attack. A lot of damage on the CUNY there, which is a proper shame. But what can you do? Now, if I find another pitta fruit, I might just save it. I mean, I can't get into max MP anyway, so what I mean is, I might just save it for healing. Healing is MP. Okay, let's just advance. I'm always wary when I see this metallic floor, because I think that means clowns are coming. But it also means there's plenty of water enemies as well. We've got the Bloom, we've got the Manweaver, we've got U-boats. They're all water. I don't know if clowns are on this floor. I mean, I recognize the monsters by the tile set, but the tile set changes every 2 floors, whereas the monsters can change more than that, or in not necessarily the same like thing. Anyway, Familiar Bell is fine. Let's ditch the leather shield. Familiar Bell will call the familiar back to you if you oh no. If you warp away or something happens where you lose your familiar. Tell you what as well, do I have a Holy Bell? Yeah, so the Holy Bell is really good for, say if you go into a monster den, you can use the Holy Bell and they'll all walk out, and you can sort of like just keep them out in the corridor and just fight them off. I forget which way it was oriented. Never mind. Oh, there's a clown. Kill it. Okay, at least you're gonna low down me rather than CUNY. No. Yeah, it takes you to 1 experience below the level down effect. So you can gain that experience back like immediately afterwards. But the thing is that you still lose all the experience you gained for that level. Okay, is there a chance of being any more rooms around here? No. Not found any sands on this run yet. Might there be a room down here? So you always got to think about. Oh, and CUNY's leveled up. I should also mention with the clowns, their unique trait is they have double spell level up. So usually, if you've got a spell that isn't an isotope, it's like in its original element, when you level up, or when the familiar levels up, that spell will level up as well. But for the clown's trait, it has double growth, meaning that it will gain 2 levels for every level that it grows. The lowdown will gain 2 levels, which is interesting. Considering that lowdown is a spell to make your level go lower, and yet it's a spell that levels up fast. Right, almost on to floor 10. So, Guru's pot is on floor 15. Oh yeah, and here we have a dream in. These have an ability to put you to sleep. Yeah, as you can see, they use hypnosis to try and put you to sleep. Well, it's good to fight them because obviously CUNY is fire type, so their wind does a lot of damage. Yeah, just don't lower down on CUNY. How are your MP? 24. That's not good. I've already got 2 wind crystals, don't I? Yeah, it's fine. I don't need a 3rd. Acid rainbow. I don't know if I mentioned, so what Acid Rainbow does is it basically kills all the enemies in the room. So that's nice. Alright, well I'm slow, so they're going to get 2 attacks in each. I would really like to find a pit of fruit. Right. Floor 10. Oh, and there's an egg. Now, do I have tooth glasses? That's actually a thought. I didn't think about that. I don't think I do. But I'm definitely taking the egg. No? Okay. Let's just use the monster loop. And let's just use the exit loop. Okay. What do we want to see a clown? Should I? Hold on. Man, you want an 8? Okay. Well, you're not long for this world, so let's have you use back up with magic. Okay, is this the pit of fruit? Probably not, but is it? Oh, it is. Okay, 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 that's fine. Let's just give it to him. There's truth glasses, star glasses. Very nice, but I would like some tooth glasses. I've got 2 eggs. So the burgundy one was the one I got first. So I'm less curious about that. I'm more curious about the other one. Ah, so here we have a troll, and you might notice they're holding a new weapon. Oh, hold on. I forgot I don't have backup. I'm doing backup with magic. Yeah, so they've got the trolls on this floor have bows, and also they're more powerful. Well, I gain 62. Cuny gains well, yeah. Huh. I gain 64. Cuny gains 32. Had to think for a moment there. No, Cuny, get out of the way. Yeah, as long as, like I was saying with the flames, like the things, as long as you're not stood in a direct line. So say if you're, so say here, I'm not in a direct line from them. Think of them like a queen in chess. Like that's where their attacks go in like that sort of direction. So you want to, so you can sort of like nudge out the way a little bit. See, like here I'm safe. So that troll, they had to line themselves up. Ooh. poison ball's probably going to be pretty good. Okay, let's drop the wooden wand. That's fine. I might be able to get to Guru's pot. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Yeah. Oh, by the way, picking up an item like that doesn't cost a turn. It just costs a turn to put them down, however. Okay, don't put me to sleep, please. Oh. So, volcanoes here. They are quite powerful. They have an ability where they can poop out a rock. Okay then. And that doesn't do anything apart from block the path, and it makes, if your familiars are set to like attack, they'll attack the rock. See, strategic moving there. Okay, still no sands. Haven't seen any sands at all in this run of the tower. Got no use for a sea seed. There's the end. Let's go down here. No. Sometimes you can be led to think like, oh, there'll be a room down here, and it's like, oh no, it's just a windy path. Hey, well done, Cutie. You leveled up. Oh. Huh. Yeah, so it didn't work, but there's a bump trap. And basically a bump trap, if you hit it, it wakes up everything in the room. I wonder why some rooms have like these weird pillars. You do sometimes get a floor, which is one big room. It's not often, but you do get them. And sometimes the one big room has the pillars. I do wonder if it's possible to have one of those one big room levels and for it to be a monster den. And if you do, and you had an acid rainbow, how amazing that would be. Oh man, yeah. So there was one time, this would have been 2002 actually, I think, because it was, well, there was around the time when my mum was childminding this kid. The Monster Hut music, I had a toy from Pizza Hut. They had like a mascot which was like a dog. There might be a room here. No. They had a mascot which was like this, like the Pizza Hut dog. And it was this weird toy. So yeah, there was like you could press two hands. There had two hands that you could squeeze. You pressed one of them, and it would record audio. And you pressed it again, stop, and then you press the other hand, and it would play the audio. And I used that, like the technology at the time. That was how I got because I really liked the music for the Monster Den. So when the Monster Den came, I was like, let's record it. So I pressed the button on the toy, held it up to the speaker, and then it was like, oh, I've got a recording of this music now. Sweet innocent times. And Money Wand is interesting. Um. I'm probably not going to use it. A money wand is basically, if you kill an enemy with a money wand, there's a chance of it turning into money. Which is nice. If I don't want to, you know what? It's cursed. I do have a decurse scroll though, so that's okay. I was thinking it is a little weaker. It's still -1. Man. Oh, no, no. Oh. Oh, well, no. I was thinking. I was just thinking there. Items sell for more if they're cursed. Oh man, we've got a few more new enemies here. So, up there, above there, you can see there's a griffin. And they're just... I mean, you can probably tell they're fire-based. But they're just quite powerful. And they've got this rise ability, which is powerful as you can see. Tell you what, you can be gone. Not messing about with you. We are in dangerous territory now, and I don't think I'm going to get to floor 15. But I am going to try. Oh, blue collar. Okay, so this is a one-time out item that you can find in the game. I mean, it's not like, oh, you see it and you don't get it, you miss it. It's always going to be there until you get it. But the blue collar, it basically allows you to now have 2 familiars out at once. So what I might do is because I need to go through fusion as well, don't I? Yeah, once you get the blue collar, you can have 2 familiars out at once. Now, me, as a kid, my idea was like, oh yeah, just start the tower, get 2 familiars out. Problem with that strategy is that if you do that, then they're going to be using up all their MP. Oh. Man. No, I've got no chance. Oh, no. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Well, it doesn't just kill them, it does a lot of damage. But it does a lot of damage. But yeah, so that acid rainbow. Tell you what I could do with some if I get some 2 specs, I'm probably going to use that on the acid rainbow, because the acid rainbow usually comes with only 1 or 2 charges. Okay. Yeah, we've got him distracted. CUNY? Man, you're almost dead. They will attack aggressively. Yeah, that's what the ice rock does. It creates a distraction. No, I can either keep going. You know, I'm going to advance to the next floor. See, we are in dangerous territory now. Oh, sand, sand, blue sand. Okay then, let's use it. Get me diamond shield up one. See, we start getting silver coins now. Oh, CUNY, you're gonna die. Do you go all out? Use Brid on this guy. No, it's not enough. And CUNY's dead. So I'm just, yeah, I'm probably not going to get to Goose Pot now. But I'm just going to see if I can find any last remnants of stuff. Alright, I do have another Oleam. I've got a Holy Bell as well, so I can get monsters outside of a room. I'm just in survival mode now. Yeah, so I forgot to mention, that thing up there is a Kraken. And the thing about Krakens is that they have a sort of counterattack. So if you hit them, I don't know what it's called, it's like an electric shield of sorts. Okay, how much can I survive from you? Quite a bit. These are mules. Remember the horses. The guy was trying to race horses. They're not very strong. They do have a healing ability. But healing abilities is healing spells are weak. No, well not the weak, they're weird. So water magic in this game is healing. So you have like de-heal, de-fourth, there's a few other variants. But it all begins with DE, and then there's Dia for the fire isotope version, and Dior for the wind isotope version. Okay. I'm just focusing on this Garuda here. So yeah, so oh, there's another one. Okay, that means you're dead. There's so the Krakens. Okay, these aren't too strong. No, can't risk it anymore. Can't risk it anymore. Use a Holy Bell. So force them out. Okay, you're going that way. Fine. Man, it's... I'm just thinking, if I can get to... If I get to the elevator, I can maybe go to the next floor and... okay, here we go. If I can get a room with the enemy that has the Guru's Pot, I can maybe use an Acid Rainbow there. I don't know if Acid Rainbow would work though. I don't want to be, you know, you'll be very careful. Tumnah Fruit. Okay, well there's another thing I can throw at an enemy. Okay. turns them into a frog. Okay, so just to get back to what I was saying, the Kraken, so when you hit them, they've got like an electric shield that hurts you a bit. The Garudas here, when they're not a frog like this one is, they've got an ability to, called abduct, where, oh, sand. Yeah, so they've got an abduction ability, which they'll grab your familiar and then take them to somewhere else on the map. It's very annoying. Oh, poison. No. Oh, God, no. No, please. I'm not getting out of this. Okay. Oh man, this is where the Guru's pot is as well. Okay. Well, I didn't quite make it. Alright then. I am selling some items, wouldn't you know? So, get rid of the money. The money wand. Troll thing. I'm not going to be using a troll, that's fine, whatever. Poison. Azure Ball ran out. Yeah, it usually only comes with one. Oh, the Vital Sword was cursed as well. Gives it some extra value. Oh, a Man Waver and a Cyclone. I'll keep them both, you know. I do want the Man Waver is part of a combo. There's a combo that you can do to duplicate an item infinitely, and the Man Waver is a part of it. So I'm definitely keeping that. Wind Crystal I'm going to keep. My Hell Holy. Cyclone, I think I do want to keep that. But I do want to test something as well. Get up. Yep. Right, so I'm gonna stick yeah, it's your thing, whatever. Hey, it's Man Waver. They have no spells. They are pretty useful though in some regards. Yeah, so I want to get my I want to hatch the Cyclone. I'm thinking I want to use... No, I'll leave it there for now. I'm thinking I might want to fuse the Cyclone with Cuny, but I want to get Cuny a Light Seed in that case. So yeah, there's the safe in this house. As you can see, it's bigger. Still just using Cuny for now though. But if I get a Light Seed, I'm going to want to keep that, I think. So I still need to go with Fusion. Basically, you can combine two familiars together, and they will give you a like it'll create a form of... Oh, hold on. Gosh, what are you doing here? You're talking about culture? Well, there you go. I was right. Hey, gosh, I'm going to talk to your sister, look. You are so right. Okay, so, Fusion, you can combine two familiars together, and what that will do is it'll add... So, generally speaking, the higher level familiar will obtain the trait of the lower level familiar as their own secondary trait, and they have one secondary trait slot. So if you can get something that's really good, like say if you've got something that has, so for example, there's an enemy, well, there's a familiar you can get later on with double attack power. Say if you want something to have double attack power, you can give that to, I don't know, something else, and then it'll have that as its secondary trait, and then if you fuse again later on, you'll have the other thing as a secondary, like the secondary trait will be replaced. But also, it's the case that you can do it to give them new spells. So say CUNY here has Braid. If I was to fuse him with say a Flame, he'd learn Sled as well on top of that. I am the entertainment. Sounds like a plan, but I've unfortunately got many people who are wanting me to spend money on them for different things. But you've put the idea out there. So it's time to see what we can get. I can get a theatre for 8,000. You can get an alley. You can get a hut for 2. A hut for 2. Hut number 2. So I can get a 4x4 grid. I think that's a bit more pertinent. I'll get that now. Yeah, that's all I can afford, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just a little bit shy for the theatre there. The tower pays very well. You'll notice when I ask to buy hut, like it brings up a map. So basically, when you buy these new locations, it'll ask you where you want to put them. So there's a few different like allotments. So like there's an allotment here, and you may not think it because you know they're growing something here. We've got these like allotments that you can put things down in. So something will go there, and there's 2 spaces. There's like a space up here, and there's another space like along here. So you need to think about where you want something to go, because once you put something down somewhere, that's where it'll be for the rest of the game. And sometimes as well, well, what I find is that if I get used to something being in a certain place, I don't like it ever not being in that place, if you get what I mean. It sort of throws me off. So I sort of have to have things in a particular fashion. Anyway, do I have enough to upgrade your hospital? But Daddy Tonka? See, we're becoming a valued member of society. Maybe people used to laugh at me when I went in the bath and now they don't. So that's pretty much it for money. I've still got to do in the cafe. Is everything? Is this the guy with all the books? Or is he further down? Oh, it is. Oh, hello. You've really outdone yourself, haven't you? If only the city had a library. The record of the Ishtaria War hits the bookstore, and I've got to get a copy. So, fun story. When my friend who borrowed this game from me, as I was borrowing Suikoden from him, he actually informed me that some of the references of the books were Suikoden stories. And I obviously didn't know that. But yeah. So we will be doing stuff in the cafe later on. So when it comes to, I'm going to save now and then it's going to be it for now. I remember when I first played this as a kid. Actually, let's have a quick look. I don't actually know what's in the safe. Oh, is that it? Alright, okay. So when I was a kid, I had managed to build the whole town up except for 2 buildings, which I hadn't discovered yet. Many years later I managed to find them online and how to get them. And also you may notice on this save file icon here, we have a bunch of question marks at the bottom there. That's basically those are like story events. So 7 of them are for girls that you've wooed, because that type of game this is. Yeah. Some people say like, oh, it's like a dating sim. It's not really. It's just a game where, because you don't really have those like story options really. It's just the way that the game, I don't know, it's just the way that the story goes, I guess. And then the last one is for completing the tower. So yeah, that's going to be it. So, doing alright with progress. That's going to be it for now though. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!